Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video on the For Another Basics series. So in today's video we are to look into Kensei. So Kensei has a very simple moveset. It's a triple chain moveset, like the ring that we talked last video. So basically, light chain and heavy chain. And so what's special about Kensei is his top heavies. So during his top heavies, you have different kinds of soft feints. For example, you can feint into a side light and a side heavy, and it must be on the side because it's how the moveset works. And you cannot soften into another top attack. And for his chains, you can be soften into guard break as well when you press the guard break button. But for his starter, when you press guard break, it will do a bash, which basically guarantee a light. So it's a tool to get into your finisher faster because Kensei's finisher heavy is where his unblockables are, and like I said in the previous videos, unblockables mix-up tools that forces a mix-up, makes your opponent has to guess what you are going to do. And since Kensei has so many softening options, he can do basically everything in his finisher heavy. So in his finisher heavy, like I showed just now, it becomes an unblockable, and this is where the mix-ups come in. Just as I said just now, it has different kind of options from the side. So remember, when you throw an unblockable, your opponent only has two options. One is to parry, one is to block. When they try to parry, you can also do a side heavy when soften into a side heavy and try to parry, and they have very little window to feint their parry attempt and to try parry your heavy. Most of the time, the players with basic knowledge of Kensei which will not even try to parry the soften heavy, and instead just block. And well, Kensei lack a little bit of pressure there, but well, no one's perfect. You can also do side heavy on the finisher, which it has hyper armor property. Same goes for his side light. So remember, on the finisher, top heavy to for unblockable, guard break for empty dodge, and maybe side heavy if they try to do a dodge special dodge attack. Since his hitbox is huge, it has a very high chance to catch dodging opponents. Now let's talk about another move that Kensei is expert in, or very good in, and this is dodge attacks. So Kensei's dodge attack is a heavy, and one of the property of all of these dodge attack, including a dodge, forward dodge light and forward dodge heavy, is that after you land the dodge attacks, the next move will be a finisher. So for example, so he will goes into his finisher heavy, and so basically your dodge attacks are very good tool to get into the finishers. And one of the mistakes that most of the Kensei players as a general is that they do dodge attacks on neutral. So basically, for example, me and the warden here basically have no one is at pressure right now, but they just suddenly do a dodge attack. Although the dodge attack is very fast, it's also easy to parry and the punish ever since the changes. It becomes a light parry right now, so your opponents can basically do a heavy on you. A very punishing situation if you go reckless with the dodge attacks. Also, one thing that I want to note with Kensei is that, as I said, Kensei has a forward dodge light, basically, and he also has a forward dodge guard break as well. So what you want to do when you get a parry, for example, you get a parry here, heavy parry. You can basically do a forward dodge light to basically you immediately go into your finisher mix-up. And I think that's basically what Kensei does. So you can do a forward dodge light on neutral, a song, and also one thing to note that the song is a very good tool to create some space when you are being ganked, being outnumbered by enemy players. So try to mix it with the moves. Oh, and also one thing that I forgot to mention, the same goes with the guard breaks. So after you guard break, you only have 2 hits. So after your first one, you immediately goes into your finishers. Also, one last thing, get in position. Your Wasp Blade can immediately get a guaranteed top heavy if you are fast enough. So Kensei's top heavy is a very finishing heavy. It's a very damaging move, so try to capitalize on that. Although it loses pressure, unlike. Unlike that, you can basically loop if you are just skillful enough. Or even try something like a double feint. So basically softening a heavy and then hard feint a heavy into a guard break. It's a very it's a gimmicky tech. It's not very practical, but when it works, it works. Okay. And that's basically it. Try to mix it up between moves. Try not to commit into moves, and try not to form a pattern with Kensei. Because Kensei has very unpredictable moveset. And it's up to you to utilize Kensei's unpredictable ability or something. So yeah, that's the basic for Kensei. And for next video, I feel like I'm going to do a Conqueror video, because Conqueror is also a very easy to learn hero and very good for beginners to pick up. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks you for watching.